Washington are underway. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play fake. Here's Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time, and I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against it, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
In the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
In motion goes the tight end. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Henry. He'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal, Jackson will try and do this himself. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Dorrance Armstrong drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're
brings this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together. To the air goes Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Yeah.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Running from the gun with Henry. And they get to it quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Cross-Camara. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now 2nd and 3. And now an audible here into something else. They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Daniels going to try to sneak. He's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. They'll go for a gain of 7. And 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact,
and 6. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Madden. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Daniel's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Throw out one, going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. That is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll run once more with JCM. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Setting up the screen, Crosby there. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play action, now it's Daniels. Hard throw, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Crosby Merritt. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight, like Warriors, 17, 19 light.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding it at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So here's Mooney back out there now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30.
That was a bad throw.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
70
First
Rangers.
and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Off play action. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
18 Rodler. 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
To the air goes Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Tap 70 Timberwolf.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Dragon 60.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 18 Pioneer. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call student body right.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack here, second and 11. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Again, it's Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. This is first and 10.
Come on, come on. Go.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's something going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.